Students at Monomoy Regional High School in Harwich were sent home for the day after authorities received an automated bomb threat for the school Friday morning. Out of an abundance of caution, students were evacuated to Brooks Park while the Mass State Police Bomb Squad responded and swept the school. The all-clear was given a little after noon. The incident remains under investigation. I'm Tim Caldwell for Cape Wide News.
Our first interview is with Jennifer Please. She's the principal at Monomoy Regional High School, and here are some words she had to say.
I think that as a district, we put a lot of time into school safety planning and developing protocols that I think will keep us safe. I think nothing is a 100% guarantee, so I'm gonna start there, right? But I do think that our district has taken enormous steps towards ensuring that our buildings are secure, that we have safety planning and protocols in place, and that we have the ability to communicate if for some reason we ever had to be evacuated from here. And I think you remember last spring, right? We had a significant hoax, and we'll call it a hoax because it wasn't real. And I'm actually glad that happened, because as a district, we actually learned a lot from it. And one of our greatest takeaways was that we did not have the ability to communicate if we were separated. So we've taken great steps in partnering with Crisis Go, which is an app that allows us to communicate if for some reason we are separated.
Our second interview is with Dr. Scott Carpenter. He's the superintendent for the Monomoy School District, and here are some words he had to say.
So I do, and safety is it's a big topic. So when we think about school safety, it's looking at how individuals perceive themselves as being safe. We want to think about external threats. So I think these days when you think school safety, a lot of people sort of focus on sort of like that worst case active shooter stuff that keeps sadly coming back up in the media again and again. But there's also, are you ready for what if there's a fire? What if somebody has a medical emergency? What if there's a tornado or some sort of weather thing? So it's just making sure that you're prepared on all fronts. And I think the district does a nice job of being proactive to make sure that we're prepared for that whole range. And then I think when we look at it from the student perspective, we want to make sure that if we think of safety from an internal place, do we have supports in place for students who are struggling in crisis themselves? Do we have supports in place and plans for students who are getting volatile, potentially dangerous to others? are we addressing those types of safety, above and beyond, the different sorts of drills, the run, hide, fight scenarios that you've seen and gone through as a student in the district.
Our final interview is with Thomas Chase. Thomas is a freshman at Monomoy Regional High School, and here's what he had to say.
I feel that our district is safe for everyone, and I feel like that it provides equal opportunities for everyone to feel safe, so yeah. I think that there's an opportunity for everyone to be safe in our school, and I feel that for students to be heard and feel equal, that they need to know how to reach out, and I feel like if they're able to reach out, then there are equal opportunities for everyone to feel safe. When it comes to keeping our school safe, I think it's, again, that just kids aren't not willing, but they don't know how to reach out. And I feel like if they know and they're taught, like at the town hall meetings, how to reach out, it'll give a better sense of just understanding and preparedness for students to feel safe.
Even though schools around the U.S. are at risk of threats and violence, our school district is doing its hardest to make sure every student feels safe here. We have procedures and drills that prepare us for the worst case scenario.